In fact, just a few days, Bay Area athletes are going to be taking the plunge in freezing water, trying to escape from Alcatraz. Today in the Bay's Bob Riddell, live in San Francisco this morning with some triathletes who say they have what it takes. Good morning, Bob.
They do. There's about 2,000 of them expected to compete this weekend. It'll be the 31st running of the Escape from Alcatraz triathlon here in San Francisco. It's a 1.5-mile swim from a boat. They'll be just off the rock there. And then they'll have an 18-mile bike ride through San Francisco down Ocean Beach, back to Marina Green, where they'll suit up for their 8-mile run that will include a nice little climb up the sand steps of Baker Beach. Sherry Sand here was your first year. You're only 15 then. You're 16 now. So you, obviously last year you were the youngest athlete. This year will be one of the youngest. Why it's such a balance with school and everything?
Well, my dad did triathlons, and I always thought it was really cool, and it was just all sports that I really liked to do. I was on the cross-country team, so I was running a lot, and I just enjoyed spending my weekends doing this.
And how often are you training? Is it just weekends?
Usually, because I have different sports during the week, so sometimes during the week it just depends on when I can get some training in.
You're a sophomore, you said, at Sequoia in Redwood City. I'm wondering what your classmates think of you.
I think I'm crazy mostly.
Do they? And what do you say to them?
Just that I love it and that I don't mind waking up early to do any of this.
Eric Gilson, on this will be your 23rd year Escape from Alcatraz. You're not only a competitor, but you're an announcer as well for triathlons throughout the world. What makes this triathlon different from the other competitions?
It's just set up. It's not a standardized distance like Ironman or the 70.3 Ironman or the Olympic distance. It's just set up on the beauty of San Francisco, the iconic San Francisco Alcatraz swim, the bike. It's very up, down, left, right. You're going up, down, all over the place. It's 18 hilly miles. It's technical. Then you got the 8-mile run where you're running on sand, asphalt, gravel, and you're running underneath the Golden Gate Bridge, the most photographed object in the world. It's so beautiful, and it's just a legendary. And that's why we have the competition that we do out here.
And then we've got this lovely sunrise this morning peeking through the clouds over Mount Diablo. Sherry, I'm curious, one aspect of the race that frightens you most or you think is most challenging?
I would say the bike probably, because I have the least time to practice that. I've done the swim a few times and I run a lot, so the bike is probably what I'm worried about.
And you're coming out of the water, it's in the mid-50s. I know you have a wetsuit on, but you're still, once you get out in the air and you're still wet, how do you combat the cold and the desire, I imagine, to want to quit?
Mostly you just think about how much you actually like the bike part, how even though you're cold and it kind of sucks at the moment, you think that I really do like biking.
Positive thoughts.
Yeah.
Positive thoughts.
Exactly. I actually do like this.
All right. And actually, Sherry, you want to talk about commitment. Not only is she getting ready for the triathlon, today's her last day of school for sophomore year, so you got a final in Spanish and history, right?
Yes.
All right. She's going to actually do an interview for us for Telemundo coming up in a little bit, but meantime, I'm going to send it back to you. Hey, by the way, the race starts at 7:30 Sunday morning. That's when they'll be leaving the boat. If you come down to Marina Green, that's where you can see the transitions and, of course, the finish. You know, it's a 2-hour to 3-hour race. 3:30 if you're really slow. I don't know. I'm kidding. I think 3:30 is actually a very good time.
He's going to do the race. We got him going.
Oh, here we go. Thanks, Eric. All right, appreciate that.
What is that, oxygen?
No. What is that, oxygen? Those are goggles for swimming.
Oh.
So.
You need an oxygen
Major props to you guys. Good luck this weekend, too.
Yeah, no kidding. That is very impressive and beautiful in San Francisco.